You're stronger than I thought! Don't mess with me! I got the power of Jesus and anime on my side! Yeah! Welcome to
Afro Ranch. From the start to the finish, Afro Ranch. Y'all about to bear witness, Afro Ranch. Going strong from the spinach, Afro Ranch. Time to get down to business.
In this video, I'm gonna be drawing characters from the Bible.
Now, a little something about me is I'm a Christian, I love Jesus, and I love reading the Bible.
And if you've never read it, you are missing out. There's some crazy stuff in here, especially the Old Testament. New Testament too, but Old Testament had some pretty crazy bangers in there.
And a couple years ago, I got really into drawing characters, especially those wild creatures from Revelation. And I seen a video by Jazza where he sculpted biblical creatures, and I was like, come on, man, come on, Jazza. I was already doing that. I just wasn't filming it. He stole that idea from me.
So this is a formal message to Jazza Josiah Brooks. We got art beef now.
And here's some pictures of how they looked. So this was the angel in Revelation with 1 foot on water and 1 foot on land. And this is that terrifying locust thing that was in Revelation that was described as, the locusts looked like horses prepared for battle. On their heads they wore something like crowns of gold. Their faces resembled human faces. Their hair was like women's hair, and their teeth like lions' teeth.
And then it just says like they had breastplates of iron. They had tails with stingers like scorpions that would torture people for 5 months. And they had a king over them whose name was the Destroyer. Crazy stuff like that.
And all I know is I hope this is just metaphorical, cause I beg and plead your finest pardon.
No. Alright, now let's move on and look at something a bit more beautiful and pleasing to the eyes.
Step number 1.
The beauty.
So like the step said, first up
Is the beauty. Now, which beauty am I talking about? There are a lot of beautiful people and things in the Bible, but today we will be focusing on the Shulamite woman from Songs of Solomon. Specifically from Songs of Solomon 4 verse 1 through 15. Now, if you don't know Solomon, he's the son of David. You know, David, the guy from the Old Testament who shot the guy in the head and killed him, Goliath, I think his name was, and he cut his head off. They don't really say that on VeggieTales, like they cut his head off. But moving on, yes, Solomon, let's just say Solomon, that dude was a freak. He had 300 concubines and 700 wives.
And to that I say 700 wives, eh? All right, good luck for you. 1 wife is enough trauma for me.
But the thing about Solomon was, not only was he a ladies' man, of course, he was not just a ladies' man, but he was a poet. He had a way with words, if you will. Just perfect things to say when it would come to women.
And in Songs of Solomon, he describes this girl in what can only be described as the weirdest, most romantic way possible.
How beautiful you are, my darling. Oh, how beautiful. Your eyes behind your veil are doves. Your hair is like a flock of
Goats descending from the hills of Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of sheep just shorn coming up from the washing. Each has its twin, not one of them is alone.
Your lips are like a scarlet ribbon. Your mouth is lovely. Your temples behind your veil are like the halves of a pomegranate. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built with courses of stone. On it hangs 1,000 shields, all of them shields of warriors.
Your breasts are like 2 fawns. I don't know, like twin fawns of the gazelle that browse among the lilies. I don't know.
Until the day breaks and the shadows flee, I will go to the mountain of myrrh and to the hill of incense. You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you.
Then it goes on in chapter 7 to describe her a little bit more. It says like your legs are like jewels, the work of an artist's hands, blah, blah, blah. Your navel is a rounded goblet that has wine coming out of it. Your waist is like a bundle of wheat encircled by lilies. Again, your breasts are like 2 fawns. Don't understand that. Your neck is like an ivory tower. Again, longest neck in the entire universe.
Eyes are like pools of Heshbon. Your nose is like the Tower of Lebanon. That's gonna be fun to draw. Yeah, you gotta get blah, 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 blah. Your stature is like that of a palm, and your breasts are like clusters of fruit. I said, I will climb the palm tree. I will take a hold of its fruit. Y'all see what I mean about Solomon? No, wild. This is from the Bible, bruh. And as you can see with this one, what I was doing was I wanted to do more of like a horror theme, since the description was so creepy and I was taking it literally. So I really wanted to do some intense lighting and just like kind of a scene like it was captured in a camera in one of those found footage film. And I started in black and white for this one, which I don't normally do, but I kind of failed on the previous video trying this, and I wanted a muted color palette, so I was like, let me just try this again. I feel like I can do it. And I feel like I did, and I just messed around with like giving it different grains and filters and stuff like that to really give that creepy vibe. And this is how she turned out, our beautiful beauty, our beloved. Isn't she beautiful?
Truly I ask, what is this eldritch being that has risen up from the muck and mire of the woods? The perfected female form made corrupt to resemble something from the mind of an H.P. Lovecraft, a beast that knows not of love with a smile that has never felt joy. I don't know. My friend liked her.
Oh, mate. Oh, my days. She's perfect, isn't it? 100% my type on paper. One suggestion, yeah? Could you make her hair look like a piping hot plate of jellied eel pie and her ears soaked in pickled pig liver and beaver eggs? Good lad. Thank you. Now I'm just getting hungry. No. I'm not gonna do that, but what I will do is I'm gonna draw her in the more symbolic actual version of how she probably looked. Like, you know, a normal interpretation, not a horror nightmare creature creation. So rosy cheeks instead of actual pomegranates and all that. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's go through our notes again. So her hair is like a flock of goats descending from Mount Gilead. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna say, I don't know, long brown hair. Her teeth look like a flock of freshly washed sheep. So, of course, white teeth. Lips like scarlet thread or scarlet ribbon, whatever, red lips. Mouth is lovely and sweet, that's an opinion. Cheeks like halves of a pomegranate, red cheeks, pretty easy. Neck like the Tower of David, adorned with shields, long neck with a necklace. Breasts like two fawns, small. Eyes like doves, don't know what that means. Nose like the Tower of Lebanon, don't know what that means. Head crowned like Mount Carmel, I don't know, I guess she'll have a crown on or something. Stature like a palm tree, she's tall. Overall described as radiant, flawless, and captivating. And eyes like pools of Heshbon. See, that makes more sense than the eyes of dove, because I'm just, eyes like dove. So I'm gonna make her eyes blue, because that's what color pools are, right? And here she is. This is how it turned out. What's everyone thinking? I like it. I like it. She looks beautiful, doesn't she? But, not really that beautiful. I mean, she's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the, nightmare one. I feel like she bad for real, for real.
Step number 2, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, the beast.
If you have your Bibles, read along with me.
We're reading from Revelation, chapter 13.
The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear and a mouth like that of a lion.
The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have had a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed.
So that was basically the description for the character. So the idea was to go into this one thinking, I want to have an idea like it looks like a kaiju coming out from the waves. And I was having a lot of fun with this because I'm not normally good at creature design, so it was fun like figuring out how to make these different heads of the beast look. I knew I didn't want them all to look like the exact same leopard, so it was cool to like do snow leopards and like black panthers and all that kind of stuff, and then figure out how to add reptilian and dragon-like things to the style. And for the background, whatever, I suck at drawing backgrounds and water and all that, but if you look closely you'll see a little me down there at the bottom. But yeah, here's how it turned out. Pretty beautiful, right? Now, Actually, pretty terrifying.
And you'll have to forgive me, I should have brought this up earlier, but about 10 years ago, back in 2016, I tried to draw this exact beast from the Bible. And yeah, I guess I'll show you how that looked because, yeah, why not?
Here is the side-by-side as we do here on Afro Ranch. Yeah, beautiful side-by-side. Oh yeah. Like again, I hope it's metaphorical, but if I saw these things in real life hop out of the ocean while I'm at the beach, kill me, eat me right now. I'm not trying to survive, I want to die in this moment. Also, the crazy thing is, it's like, he was looking pretty hard to be like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a leopard, but that's definitely a lion's mouth on it. Like, what? Yeah, some pretty terrifying things. Let's move on. Step number 3. Final thoughts. Overall, I really like how these turned out. It's just crazy to me, like I actually made this YouTube channel and now I'm actually doing more art than ever, like art that I wouldn't have normally done because I'm lazy. But now we got the Beauty and the Beast. And we also got the Beauty and the Beast, since the first Beauty was also a beast, because when you take it literally, it's horrifying. So yeah, and yeah, I just love how these turned out. I'm proud of myself. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you want to see more videos like this or more in a series of drawing things from the Bible, just let me know. Or if you want me to draw characters from your favorite book, let me know as well. Comment down below.
What is going on here?
Ladies and gentlemen, this was not planned. What is happening?
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. I'm confused.
No,
I'm scared.
this is not possible. It's a new segment.
Afro Rant. Get it? It's called Afro Rant instead of Afro Ranch because this is the moment where I get to rant about something. And today's rant is about how Christian media, specifically movies and TV shows and stuff, is bad. Well, for the most part, it's bad. I don't know, there's just something about it where it's like, the acting is bad, it's weird dialogue. I mean, there's a few outliers right now, especially things like The Chosen, but that one's just taken directly from the Bible, so I don't know, I guess it gets a pass. But it's so annoying, like, God made the heaven and the earth and all of this amazing stuff, and then Christian movie makers make things like God's Not Dead. Excuse me, that movie is bad. It's not good. Like, I hate in these movies how they're movies that are created for adults but then have like Disney Channel dialogue. The characters talk like TBS specifically is censoring their dialogue. Like in these movies, why does the drug dealer have the same vocabulary as the pastor? They just take these movies so it's like, oh well, we don't want poor little Christians to get hurt and hear bad words. Well, guess what? That's what the real world is. Like, it'll be a movie that's written as if the entire world is a rated G youth group, and it's absolutely annoying. Oh, well, if it ain't little God boy, get over here, mother farmer. Go ahead, take a look at this. I know you want to try some of these nondescript drugs. What you gonna do, tell the pastor? Jesus boy. Like, that sucks. What is that? Even, it's always just so watered down, which makes no sense because Jesus would literally always tell stories in creative ways, but people who make Christian movies don't tell them in creative ways. And there's a right way to tell these fictional stories, and it's frustrating that they don't get it because, I mean, look at things like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, Hacksaw Ridge, that movie Fury with the tanks. Like, they all have these Christian themes in them, but they're not like beating you over the head like,
hey, Scotty. Jesus, man.
it makes it so bad. And the stories in the Bible are so creative and cool, and then we just keep making bad stuff. It's so frustrating. I mean, have you ever heard of Jael? She hammered a tent peg into a guy's head while he was sleeping, thus murdering him. Now, what Christian movie would ever show that? And I could go on all day about this, but it's just like Christian studios just don't understand how to make entertaining movies or TV shows or anything. Even like Christian rap to me is bad for the most part. But the problem is Christian studios prioritize making something quote unquote Christian over making something good. And I think that's a problem. And that's why there's so much bad Christian art. And why is Christian like the only religion that has like a genre in front of the genre, like Christian comedy, Christian music? Like, Why? I don't know, it's dumb. Just make it good. And yeah, too many people just don't understand that, especially these studios. Rant over.
And please don't get it twisted. This is not me saying every Christian movie or Christian media is bad, because secular media can be bad as well. Take Joker 2, for example. That movie is horrible.
So yeah, if you want more of these rants or whatever, Afro rants, I can make it just its own video segment. I was just testing something out because I got a lot of stuff to talk about, like, why don't people run over turtles on the road? Now, listen, I'm not advocating for turtles to be run over. I'm a turtles fan. I love turtles. Here's a drawing that I made of my turtle that ran away. I was so sad, but ducks cross the road and people act like it's royalty crossing the road, and everyone stops their car and holds up traffic, but a turtle crosses a road, an animal that has to actually take its time when ducks can literally fly over the street, and it's taking its time, but people just run right over it. Why is that? You know how many dead turtles I see on the side of the road? It's not fair! Now, have you ever seen a dead duck on the road? No, because people care about them and they love them, but no one loves turtles, and it gets on my nerves! But yeah, I guess that was accidentally another rant by accident.
So yeah, if you like that stuff and you want to hear more of me talking and ranting about different things, let me know in the comments down below and I will make another one of these videos. Thank you for watching. Bye!
Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell icon on your way out. This is Afro Ranch telling you to always keep it cool and stay funky.